Where's the sound trip ever taken?
You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy.
Ken Humphrey for Channel 15 Action News. So is the government officially deeming this an accident, a multiple homicide, or possibly an Al-Qaeda terrorist operation?
Al-Qaeda?
Yes.
I wouldn't know. Just got it.
Read the word!
Shit happens.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast / a Jokey Has Bath Times crossover episode. It's episode 332, and I've never wanted a segue more in my entire goddamn life. I'm your Tremaine Maverick.
I was more of a Spy Kids kid. I'm the brown one on Refney.
This movie lied to me. I'm Jared Minikheim, aka Jokey Pants.
Not only did it lie to you, it tried to systematically sell you a segue. And
there were so many segues.
There's just so much. Before we get into it, I need to mention a podcast that I sometimes frequent when I used to listen to podcasts. And the podcast is called Cautionary Tales with Tim Hartford. And there's an episode specifically talking about the secrecy and launch that was the segue that South Park parodied with Mr. Garrison's invention to beat the TSA or whatever. And he talks about how all these rich investors and everyone thought this new form of transportation was going to be the greatest thing in the world. And they signed NDAs and it came out and it was a fucking segue. And I swear to God that this movie came out soon after the segues were introduced, and they were really trying to get us to buy a Segway. I have no reason to buy a Segway. Stop trying to get me to buy a Segway.
It makes it more fun.
And it even talks about, and in that podcast even talks about they really dropped the fucking ball on this one because they were expensive, and it was just a scooter.
It wasn't even that fast.
Scooter. It's just a scooter.
Barely even scoots.
Just a scooter. Also, real quick, you can either watch this movie, which I will get to in a second, or you can watch season 3, episode 15 of Johnny Test, which they do this entire plot in 13 minutes instead of 95. And there's a talking dog.
One of them won't make you go crazy.
Well,
one of them has the best episode afterwards, which is fucking wacky races.
I had the misfortune of watching this on Amazon Prime instead of Tubi, because I was like, oh, there's no ads on Amazon Prime. That way I could, won't have any breaks.
Want the ads.
Yeah, I wanted the ads.
Yeah, want the ads.
This movie it was just pure shit.
I told Jared, typically when we do these movies for him, I have to watch them at 1.5 speed to power through. This time I started at regular, because it's Agent Cody Banks. Spoilers of the movie we watched. We'll get to the intro more. And they're and I was yeah. And so I was after this movie, I work from home. I'll work out after this movie. I started the movie at 8:30. I was at 9:15. I was cool, I can almost work out. Wrong. I'm halfway through the movie at that point, and nothing has happened. Nothing. So I skipped to 1.5, and then the last 20 minutes of the movie, I just kind of skipped forward every 10 seconds until plot happened. Spoilers. No fucking plot happens.
So yeah, we're doing the crossover. We went back in nostalgia And Maverick has talked about that there's rose-colored glasses that we like to wear with things we liked growing up.
Absolutely.
God, this is one of them.
It's
Agent
hard.
Cody Banks.
It is hard to see red flags when you're wearing rose-colored glasses, my friend.
Well, let's not include me in that. This is the first time I've ever seen this movie.
Which way you
Lucky.
probably had a better viewing experience than me and Jared did. Because
Maybe.
Frankie Muniz made me so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable.
He just took off his shirt and then he was ripped.
He just had an 8-pack. Fucking Frankie Muniz. Malcolm in the Middle. The kid from Miracle in Lane 3 or whatever with the wheelchair angels. He had a 6-pack.
So yeah, this came out in 2003. Let's just start there. Start easy.
Oh, shit.
Ease you guys into it. Ease you guys into it.
2003. I was 9.
Do either of you happen to know the slogan that was on the posters for this movie? Like what this movie's catchphrase, whatnot is?
Some bullshit about a teen agent.
Was it like, anyone can be a spy, even him?
I would have preferred that. It's save the world, period, get the girl, period, pass math.
Yeah.
That's what they put all over this movie.
The guy takes
He's
2
good at
classes
math.
in this movie.
He's also good at math because he's an agent and learned it at Secret Agent
Oh, I can't wait to get into
summer
that.
camp.
Fucking-
Before we get into it, we'll get into it more. Stacked fucking cast though.
It really was.
For no fucking
Weirdly
reason.
fucking stacked.
There's a point
Seriously.
where we get to the main bad guy is introduced, and it's like, oh fuck, it's Blackbeard.
I did the same fucking thing because that's when the fucking message to the group. I was like,
Yeah,
is that fucking Blackbeard and Emotep?
yeah, huh? Yes,
Arnold
it is.
Voslo?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
It's-
I was like, isn't that the
Um,
Scorpion King? I was like, no, it's not the Scorpion King. It's the guy who's, it's the other one.
It's the mummy.
Yeah, it's the mummy.
guy who wants to fight him.
Blackbeard and the mummy.
Oh,
We're an invisible man away from a fucking MGM monster movie, okay? Like, that's all I'm saying.
He's fucking Sean Connery.
So, for this movie, being
hate
older
movie.
and knowing movies, that have been throughout our lifetime, when I looked at the director, the movies he's done should have told me what this movie was gonna be like.
Okay.
Pink Panther 2
Holy fuck.
and the Karate Kid remake in 2010.
Oh, no. Not
the one with
Jaden
Jaden
Smith.
Smith.
And the third and only big movie budget he had was like that Mortal Instruments movie.
Oh,
no.
fuck. He's the
That's
one
a
that
great
ruined
movie.
a franchise. He
How is
ruined
Agent Cody Banks the best movie this guy's made?
Yeah, he didn't even do the sequel. He just did the first one, and then he did Pink Panther 2 and Karate Kid.
I hate this so much. This is
Chip, that
This is
doesn't
a-
tell you this man doesn't do the best. Like,
I mean, you can. Here's the thing. We say, there are no small parts, only small actors. Sometimes you're only given so much, and sometimes you're given a ripped Frankie Muniz, the teenage heartthrob that everyone is after right now, which was Hilary Duff, and then
Yeah.
you throw in a woman with big tits for the dad, and that's your plot.
Shout out to Angie Harmon.
Yep.
So yeah, we mentioned it. You got Frankie Muniz, Hilary Duff, Keith fucking David as the
Keith
boss.
Fucking David.
As the director, who is the creepiest director of the CIA that has ever existed.
I
Yeah.
like to imagine that he is genuine, but only accidentally comes off creepy.
he would have been called out in the Me Too movement. That's what I'm saying. This director would have been called out in the Me Too movement.
I hear he's good with the ladies.
Yeah, that was just.
What?
I just
Where'd you hear that?
fucking. I can't even.
Oh,
begin.
don't worry. They'll explain where he heard that way too far into this movie.
Yes.
So, I only have 2 background things because most of the background information for this movie was just a bunch of nonsense where I was like, no one cares about that, but all right. So first off, Hilary Duff was only in this movie because Frankie Muniz cameoed in Lizzie McGuire and on set had the script and was like, I'm really excited about this project. I think you're going to love it too. And then she signed on because they were friends.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, we covered another movie on this show last year that we hold near and dear, and even on a rewatch, we're like, no, still hold it near and dear. I didn't think it would come up again in reference to this, but Frankie Muniz was offered the lead role for Holes and turned it down for this movie, and it was then given to Shia LaBeouf.
And then Shia LaBeouf skyrocketed to the sun.
Wait, are you telling me that we could have had Sam Witwicky, Frankie Muniz?
I don't think it would have gone that far, but
idea.
Stanley Yelnats.
But that I saw that and I'm like, he saw the script for Holes and then went, no, I'm gonna do the spy movie after. How do you read this? Because after watching this, it's like, how did you read this script and go, that's the better movie? That'll be more fun and whatnot.
You have to remember, Holes was a book first,
Holes
and
was a book.
Spy Kids kind of had a chokehold on us. So, like, I get why. Like, I get why.
True. So that's really all I had. I just couldn't believe that he turned down Holes, and this was the movie got instead. One of these 2 I'm okay rewatching at any time. It's not this one.
It's Holes. Spoiler alert.
Go back and watch that episode we did. We had a whole Quentin Tarantino's Django's in that universe. We had a whole fun time doing that movie.
Yep.
Imagine Frankie Muniz rapping.
No.
I wonder if he would have gotten into fast cars if he wasn't in this one with letting him drive the super fancy car.
Oh my god, one.
Yeah.
Is this the reason why that Frankie Muniz got brain damage?
It might be. All those explosions and the micro nanobots, it's fine.
So let's get into Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah. Which I would like to let you know, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 38 tomato meter.
Okay.
And a 32 popcorn meter.
Sure.
Yeah, that
so
sounds about
not
right.
a good movie.
I believe that in its entirety.
This movie had potential. It just, the person who wrote this, my God, you shouldn't have been able to write a kids movie. So we open this movie. It opens up with the Banks family, everyone having breakfast, everything's whatever. Typical stuff, except there are some lines that are said and talked about. One of them being his younger brother talking about needing more gummy bears. And the reason for that is apparently he runs a doctor's office out of the treehouse and he gets the girls with gummy bears. And I immediately had to go, Jesus Christ, who wrote that into the script? We're not even a minute and a half in and we're already talking about kid being creepy with little girls. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, like you'd know, Alex. But Mom, Cody's almost 16 and I've had twice as many dates as him.
Sitting in a treehouse isn't exactly a date.
It is when you're playing doctor.
Anthony did put in the group chat that this movie was very horny, and it did make
so
me
horny,
very uncomfortable, horny. All the way through.
But they argue over chores, and his little brother doesn't want to clean out the guinea pig cage. And then we go outside, and the guinea
Wait.
pigs are in a fucking rabbit cage outside, and my notes literally, who the
So-
fuck does that?
The thing that pissed me off about this particular thing right here was, hey, will you need to clean out the feces from the guinea pigs,
Excrement.
the
excrement.
excrement.
The excrement, yeah.
And then he's like, hey, then he talks to his brother, like, hey, you clean out the excrement. I know what excrement means. And then the mom yells at him, like, I want you guys talking about excrement at the table. You're the one who brought up excrement. You brought it up.
Two things. One, I said at the beginning of the podcast, why is he so ripped? He doesn't need to be this ripped. Why?
Yeah,
what is Frankie Muniz
because
training for that he
he's-
needs to be this ripped?
Well,
Two, I asked Jared about this before we started recording, and maybe you can answer it for me, Anthony. I don't know. Was there supposed to be a guinea pig plot line that
it feels like
maybe I missed? Or here's my theory, and tell me if this theory is sound. They were supposed to live in Hawaii, where many people use guinea pigs kind of like as lawnmowers because you're not allowed to. So, and they just either ran out of budget or were constrained by like people shooting or something, because this whole C plot right here with chores doesn't make sense. Even when we come back for chores, it still doesn't make any goddamn sense.
He clearly could have been set up like, oh, he's going to use the guinea pigs to mow the lawn while he's out.
Yeah, anything.
could have been anything.
The next scene, we discover cinema's worst mother.
Oh my god, yes.
This is post 9/11, but I guess before the big 2010 push for better parenting. I don't know. You stay in the car, sweetie. He's 5. Where the fuck else is he gonna go?
It's just this
He left the
random
car
kid.
running, but I guess
With
She
the
leaves
parking
him in the car.
brake.
But here's the thing. I
on a
had here,
hill.
kid knows how to, number one, push down the fucking parking brake. 2, knows how to use the shifter because he shifts in. I assume neutral, but I'm still like, what the fuck? What is this kid?
Fun fact for those who've never driven a car before, you have to push down the brake and shift at the same time.
Yeah. So this whole thing is just no.
I have two theories. But before we get to my theory, I have one theory. But before I get to my theory, as this child is careening down the hill like a runaway pram or whatever, that's clearly a midget. That's clearly a little person doing all the stunt work for this child. But that's fine. I think at some point this may have been a plot point to
probably
The babies are turning into little people.
no,
Baby
that
Jesus?
no. You guys gonna let me finish, or should I just keep letting you interrupt me? I'll just give you a couple minutes, see where you go from there. That people know about this child agency and are secretly trying to find them out. That would have made a better fucking movie than what we got. Instead, we got Frankie Muniz not following physics.
Let me tell you about another thing that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
So Frankie Muniz is going to be the hero and stop this car going down. So he decides to skate up to it and grab it from the top while on his skateboard.
Yep.
Down, skateboard going downhill. Car go downhill with skateboard. You're not going to stop You're not going to stop car by holding it.
There's also maximum velocity downhill that I don't think the weight of a small child on a skateboard is going to catch up to a careening car. No way in hell. I'm not a math genius like apparently Cody Banks is, who can break physics, but I'm pretty sure you can't catch a car careening no matter how much you pump your little leg to increase the speed of your A little skateboard. Also, your skateboard should have shattered. The wheels were going way too fast. They would have cracked. I'm not a skater, and I fucking know that.
I even had the note of when he gets in front of the car and he's just like brake grinding the back of the skateboard, and I'm like, 100% he just ate shit, and that skateboard's not existent.
He died. He's dead. He died during that scene. The rest of the movie is a dream in heaven. The only thing that makes sense.
Hilary Duff.
Where he gets to date Hilary Duff and has a hot handler.
God.
Every 12-year-old's dream at this point.
Also, I forgot to mention it, but there's a great scene when Cody Banks wakes up and where he just punches.
Yeah, that was weird.
The only time he ever punches the air, he's like, punch.
Also, this scene of him careening down the hill trying to catch the car went on about 2 minutes too long. I stopped caring.
It just
30 seconds in and it just kept on. How big is that fucking hill? Huh? Biggest hill in America.
Well, don't you know? Is Seattle known for its hilly terrain?
Yeah, see that the Seattle thing throws me off because I'm like, this is San Francisco. This isn't.
It is 100% San Francisco.
When in the future, when they pull up the map of all the kids, and he's in fucking Seattle, I'm like. And they have San Francisco on the map.
Right there, someone else. Yeah, absolutely. Also, I gotta say, so after this going too long, there's this spot where Cody Banks does get into the car, flips a bitch, pulls the parking brake. As an oncoming train is coming on, you see like the car get hit by the train and sparks, and then you see a straight on image of the fucking car. No damage at all. None whatsoever.
So my
also, what fucking year is that car? We're in 2003, and that car looks like it's from the fucking 80s.
Dan.
So I even had my notes here that he jumps in through the sunroof and he pulls the handbrake, and I went, first of all, you should be paralyzed from the absolute whiplash the top half of your body just caused.
The kid is dead.
The kid should have died so long ago. The kid should have been blown into the window.
Also, wouldn't the car have just stopped? Since when does pulling the handbrake and doing nothing else make a car go a complete full 360 and then stop? It's like a full spin. I'm like,
straight.
What am I watching?
Clearly, this movie is set in the Fast and Furious universe.
Yes.
Fucking seriously. Also, he just skates away and nobody says shit. Nobody sees him. Nobody says anything.
Nobody says a goddamn thing. Even though everyone has seen this child wearing the brightest orange fucking shirt in the world. Anyway, I could have pointed him out. You line up 30 people, I would have pointed his ass out. That's the ripped teenager with the orange shirt.
You could be in a pitch black room. You're spotting him with that shirt. There's no way. Also, he has his skateboard again, but the skateboard was left like 3 hills ago. So
right? And it was slightly on fire when he got there. Other than that, perfectly fine. And then God bless Frankie Muniz, who learned how to skate that far without falling down, because he does almost eat shit when he does not have a body double.
And also, he comes out of a manhole, right? I'm remembering that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ain't going down a manhole. How'd you pick that up? Why did you come out of the same spot?
Oh well, he's got the 6-pack abs. He's good. He can.
He's ripped.
Get that manhole, no problem. Let me get the camera. All right. Well, since apparently Jokey Pants forgot to put me in the video, the only time he does Muppets and he completely forgot. He also forgot what. Anyway, instead of worrying about me, you should be going on over to www.gg, where you can use code Oddcast to save yourself money. Look at all the flavors they got. They got all these anime things they're doing all the time. You can get Chainsaw Man flavors, tumblers, they got hats, they got hoodies, they got all that stuff if you're into that instead of energy drink. But if you're looking for a sugar-free, little energy drink for yourself, go on over to W and use code Oddcast so these guys can get support from viewers and listeners like yourselves. It would be highly appreciated. Look, just look if you're watching the video version, just look on the screen here, look here. Go to Oddcast, use code Oddcast. That's 10% off your order. 10% off your order if you just go over, use the code, and you show them some love. But we cut from that and we get, as my notes have it, nanotech with a question mark. Was this movie ahead of the curve in 2003?
I don't know. This is the only note I have here is, oh my God, it's Blackbeard.
And I gotta say, it bothered me the whole movie.
Yeah.
Is he doing brown face?
No, he's just naturally that tan, I think.
Okay, because I didn't know his complexion of Ian McShane.
Ian McShane? Shane? I do
Yeah,
believe.
Ian McShane. And I'm just like, is he naturally that dark, or did he tan up for this movie?
He tanned up for it, but if you remember from Pirates of the Caribbean, he's much darker in that movie. So he goes through phases.
Yeah. Okay.
He is also another vaguely brown man that can play these parts. Because like in John Wick, when he's at the Continental, right? He's
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he's also there.
Yeah.
I do have some notes when we meet our villains. Because Vosloo here, who played Emotab, what the fuck is with the cut throat? Like, he has his throat is just cut and stitched, and I'm like, did that recently happen? What is with this design choice? Also, pinstripe haircut? What the fuck?
What? It's the symbol of Eris or whatever. I will say, Ian McShane in this movie, perfect bad guy. He's like a perfect villain. If you take one thing away from this movie, he's a great fucking villain.
He's very, very good at what he does.
Yep.
Also, he gives the scientist the unrealistic goal of, you need to reprogram the nanobots in 10 days. That thing that took you a lifetime to make. I'm like,
right.
Movie
Your
plot's gonna do this, isn't
studies.
it?
Also, I like the scientist who got funded by these men. He's like, oh yeah, these nanobots they'll eat the petroleum out of the water and make it super safe.
Do great
and
things.
Then the first thing the person says when they picks up the vial, he goes, can he eat anything else?
Yeah.
Immediately, that's like, okay, this guy's a villain. This guy's clearly evil. He's going to try to use this to eat people.
He's not going to catch on to that for way too long.
Does he eat anything else? No, actually. Can only eat petroleum. Thank you.
But also, we don't know these villains' names until literally the next scene at the CIA.
Yeah.
When they're talking about their operative got made, and then you learn it's Dr. Binkman and Mole. And I was like, you couldn't have given us names when they were on screen?
Who gives a shit? Because it's fucking Dave, so it's fine. Segways going on in the background, zooming past.
Segues at the CIA.
Big table in the middle of fucking nowhere with like general and random person and random person and random person. They just keep fucking doing it.
We need monsters.
Yeah.
You think of monsters fucking versus aliens, where it's fucking the crazy ass guy like, don't worry, I got a plan.
And then we get into Keith Davies is so creepy. And then we get introduced to ADP, which is, for all of us in the real world, someone that holds on to most time cards for large businesses. But this is the Agent Development Program, hard cut into what I can only describe as a 60s or 50s World War II news anchor at the beginning of a movie. This time in the universe, here's what's going on in your neck of the woods. teenagers.
We have videos of all these children on hand.
Right, just running around and doing karate.
Before we even hired them, we
Yeah,
had videos of them looking at comic books.
We put out feelers to all portions of the world.
The plot for this movie is that the CIA runs summer camp that's secretly a spy training facility, but they make it look like summer camp. And they need to reactivate a teenager because Connor's the main scientist, his daughter's their way in, but they need someone to get close to her.
I want to get
Enter
close to that
Cody
girl.
Banks.
Well,
The best of the best.
hang on, we don't know.
The best agent we have. I hear he's a real ladies man.
Lady killer, of course. I'm like, what the fuck?
What is this?
I can't. I want these kids to fuck.
He says it's so creepy. And then we hard cut to Cody in class trying to talk to a woman, and she asks him to his face if he is in special ed.
That made me laugh so fucking hard.
It killed me.
I'm like, oh, you can tell what era this movie was made in.
They use that a couple more times in this movie. So it's
Once by
good
someone will say
God.
later.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, we immediately see he's not a lady killer at all. Can't talk
Not
to
at all.
girls.
Cannot talk to women.
But then the next sequence of fucking events, I zoned out for a minute after that.
I swear I blacked
special
out.
ed joke. But
So
it's
we
like gym class.
It's not. It's an actual
locker
game.
room.
It's a locker room actual
assume.
base basketball game. And
Okay.
this
Fuck.
but there must have been a scene that was missed because
I
like
think so.
that's not how gym works. You don't wear uniforms like basketball uniforms in a gym class. This is after a game to where we meet our yes, Anthony.
In middle school, we had gym uniforms that we had to wear in
Sure.
Las Vegas.
I'm not saying they're not gym uniforms. I'm saying this is full out basketball jersey game attire. Like
Yes.
which again
Which is where I was very confused.
fine, yeah. There had to be a missing scene somewhere
Fucking
where we
has to
meet.
be.
We do not meet this person. I guess we have met this person, but we bring in a very attractive, big boobed lady.
Oh, yeah.
Who I'm going.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Who walks into a locker room full of children?
Thank
Who
you.
walks into
Yes.
a men's locker, and the children start whistling and catcalling her.
And one of them wants her to see his dick.
Yeah, she takes a towel from a child who has underwear on, apparently, which is
So-
still weird.
Can I just add for all of you at home, if you're listening to the audio version, let me just let me set the mood for you. So when she walks in, she's wearing a red leather jacket that's not fully buttoned up and
It's
will not be
bustier.
fully buttoned up almost
Ever.
fucking
Ever. We always see tits.
But when she walks in, they play "It's So Hot in Here," and I went,
Oh
"Who
my
the
God.
fuck edited
I
this
forgot
movie?"
The musical cues in this movie made me black out. We're gonna get ska later, for Christ's sake.
So much ska. They just keep using the ska.
It's like
So,
it's like the opposite of a memory trigger from music.
yeah. So they're catcalling her. She takes
so
a
much.
child's towel. Another kid is like, "I want you to take my towel," and then she starts
Him in the dick.
whipping these boys with the towel. Hits one of them in the dick, and then they
So
start.
hard.
The code book is like, "Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow," and then he says something
Pick
back.
a pack of gum, and it's just
Um,
like, what?
no. Peter
fuck?
Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, and so she says something. He's like, bubble gum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish?"
Yeah.
And then she goes, "I
yeah.
fucking hate codes that like code. Like I
Man,
hate
This is
summer
what
camp.
this is what you get for
you had
using
with
limericks at a summer school.
codes at summer camp." And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Also,
this movie.
there is a non-zero chance that they went up to a kid,
Yeah.
some random autistic kid, said that, who said the right things back, happenstance.
Yep.
That kid had
'Cause it-
flowers sent to his family for his service.
This is and we
Did
hard
not
cut
go
to
home.
what I assume is downtown Seattle, quote unquote. But I don't. Here's the thing, guys. We don't know where a lot of CIA locations are, but this is clearly not a CIA location. I know
No.
that because of all the CIA information scattered around. And again, they're trying really hard to make
Right.
segues a thing. And they're just
Yes.
not. But this is where we learn that she is technically his handler, which is
Yeah.
fucking wild, by the way.
It's like, yeah, who's the hottest agent we have? That's his handler. Just
Yeah, how
use
did
her. She
she-
never gets
how
fully dressed.
How did she get that job? Like, that's not a job you
I don't think
apply for.
wanna
I need,
know how
I
she
need a
got that job,
backstory on
yes.
her to know how she got demoted so hard where she's a fucking babysitter.
Oh,
About to say. Also, there's no CIA bases in Washington.
No, there's not. I knew that too. That's why I'm pissed off.
Yeah, which means they had to fly him out.
I'm pretty sure the nearest one is California, right?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
And,
Like I
and
knew-
who knows? Well, that was 2003. Maybe there was one in Seattle back then.
There wasn't.
probably not. let's be honest. Probably.
And this is
not.
clearly the CIA, because you can know because it says CIA fucking everywhere.
Right in front.
Everywhere. On the floor, on the chairs, the name tags.
They got to know who they are.
So when he goes into the base, he breaks. First off, the handler's shitty at being a handler because she immediately loses track of him because he's just like, "Oh, squirrel."
Yep.
Yeah.
And he gets
Shout out
caught
to
by
the
a
fucking-
security guard.
Yeah. Shout out to the security guard who's like, "What the fuck are you doing
the only
here?"
one doing
Doing
his
it.
job.
The only one doing his job, and it will come back to bite him in the ass. I would fucking have quit on the spot.
Yeah, because he's just like, you don't have a badge or ID. I can't let you in here. We got to get you out of here. And then he gets interrupted by Keith David, who's their CIA lead person.
Director.
Yeah, they just have him as CIA director. They didn't even give him a name in the credits. But he comes up and he's like, he's the most important kid in America. And then he takes him and they give him a briefing. Jesus. Oh. Do you want to know what this plot is? Plot is, folks? He has to become the daughter's boyfriend, and they're just gonna feed him information and make him a creepy fucking stalker and be like, go ahead, go be your boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, here's everything that she likes. We're putting you in every one of her classes.
Every one of her classes, here's her favorite color, her birthday, her favorite animal, here her favorite foot. It's just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
You know,
Like,
if
you
I
can't rush this, man.
if there was a new student who had every one of my classes and knew everything, my favorite everything, and wanted to be my friend, I'm immediately being like, "You're from the fucking CIA." I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're from the CIA.
I would immediately assume there's something wrong. So he gets a briefing, and then he immediately goes to get gadgets. And as if this movie wasn't fucking horny enough, he immediately puts on X-ray sunglasses and goes, "Oh, boobs!"
and
I just had to
ogles
go,
the lady.
"What the fuck? Why, movie? Why are you
Again,
so horny?"
Shout out to Angie Harmon, who had to deal with being every teenage boy's ogling.
It's
But
just
like a
such
champ.
Awkward choices. As I have in my notes, I was literally my notes were like, she might as well just be topless. Like that's not really covered anything. And now they're just X-raying her. Like, what is even the fucking point here? But other than that, they like give him a watch. They give him a new skateboard. And
Well, because
send him
he
on his
wants
way.
the car, but they're not giving him the car.
The Volt 1.
Yeah, even though we learn he knows how to drive, it just whatever.
Doesn't know
This
it's fine,
fucking
kinda,
movie.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Also, transferring schools without parent permission.
Real quick. Not only do they give him the skateboard and the watch And the sunglasses.
And,
They
yeah.
give him $5,000 cash.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
And
'cause
he
that'll
goes,
come up later.
he goes, what do I do with this? He's like, I don't know. And the guy with the scientist goes, like, I don't know what, like, buy stuff with it, like whatever
It's
kids
the
do.
greatest line.
Like, amazing. It made me laugh so fucking hard that this adult makes so much money and is just constantly in his lab. He doesn't know what regular people use money for.
What am I supposed to do with this? I don't fucking know. It's money. You
It's
spend
money. Spend it.
Buy a pizza. I don't give a
Stupid
shit.
kid.
It would have been so. The only thing that would have made it funnier is if he would have said not to spend it all in one place, and that's foreshadowing for the future.
That would have been
so
fair.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would have been giving this movie credit for the smart.
Yeah.
That might be true as well.
Yep.
But yeah, then the movie just goes, yeah, we're gonna transfer you from public school to the private school that the daughter's at, and like literally that's where I'm just like, we're doing this without parent permission. I don't think that's how school works at all.
Don't worry. He got a scholarship because he's got good grades. Apparently,
Which you don't get in the middle of a school year.
you do not get in the middle of a school year.
Oh, let me have my notes here. Because his handler has to pretend to be the school liaison that's getting him
Administrator.
in. Holy shit, your shirt buttons up further. But of course, we
does.
can't let the parents see them boobies. That's just for the agents. And I had to stop and just like, I had to write that because this is like the only time she's like that.
But also, she walks in and the dad goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck this woman."
Yep.
Yes.
Anything this woman says, absolutely.
And the wife seems to be cool with it.
Go in half naked. Got to meet the parents and button up every single button.
Just give the dad a handy and he'll accept it. She's clearly the most. She's a honeypot, obviously.
Yep, absolutely.
100%. I do want to say there is somebody that pointed out in the comments for this movie that the poster made her boobs look way more prominent and bigger than they are in the movie. And I have to go, that's a weird thing to point out, but also, holy fuck, they're not
correct.
wrong.
It's the correct thing to point out.
So anyway, he gets in. They take him to the school. They're getting him in, and I have in my note for this whole thing that they put a fucking stadium foam Seahawks hat on him, and I'm like,
It's
yeah,
so
that
dumb.
makes you blend in.
Also, no woman likes the Seattle Seahawks. Like,
now that I think about it, I wonder if they said it in Seattle just for that fucking joke.
oh my god, you're probably right.
They could have given him a
You're probably
49ers hat,
right.
though. Big old miner hat.
They could have given him anything.
But they wanted that big fucking bird. That's why it's Seattle.
Could have given a fucking eye patch and made him a Raiders fan. Fucking could have been in Arizona given a Cardinal hat.
It's funny because they could have taken any effort to be like, if her favorite team is the Browns. It's kind of, so you being a Browns fan in Seattle would be a big help.
Anything.
Yeah, no.
But no, we're going to give you, of course it's her favorite fucking team. It's the hometown team. Also, no one likes the Seahawks at that time.
No one likes
It was 03. They just got off their good years. What?
No. So Cody gets into class.
Hang on. We now have the first of the ska stings.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
the first time we hear ska music, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then Cody gets to class and is just the most awkward motherfucker I have ever seen.
I just want to interrupt really quick.
Yeah.
In 2002, when this movie was being written and filmed, Seattle Seahawks went 7-9 and did not qualify for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Well, yes,
I know they eventually made it. I even think the year after that they didn't do great.
2003, they did 10-6 and lost to the Packers.
Yeah. So it's fine.
What I have for him getting into the classroom is he immediately gets his watch stolen and bullied. Because movie didn't have enough going on, so they had to add something. They're like,
Yeah, we have to have
bullies.
another bully plot. Another bully plot.
Just fuck it. Bullies. Which I recognize the person who is his bully from Shameless. It was like the only thing I recognized him from.
Yes.
But he electroshocks them with the watch, and no one questions that.
Not a fucking soul.
They watch him envelop in electricity and no one says shit.
It's great because at first he has a fantasy about beating these kids up. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that because it's too obvious. I'm going to make him electrocute himself.
It doesn't stop him later in the movie. So I don't, maybe you should have just beat him up.
I like horses.
Fucking God.
Talks
yeah,
about
he
fucking horses.
sucks.
So fucking weird.
So bad. They make a second "Are you special ed?" joke when he goes up to Hillary Duff, fails at trying to communicate with her, and she says the same fucking thing again. I'm like, oh my God.
It's okay though. Go ahead, Dan.
See, we all know the words that they wanted to say.
Yeah.
But they couldn't say it.
I especially love T.S. Eliot.
You do?
I think she's amazing, the way she captures the female perspective. It's just so female-like. It's great.
T.S. Eliot is a man.
Well, if you want to get all technical, of course, but you never know these days.
Do you by any chance happen to be in special ed?
Yeah, fighting ways around things. But he's in that class, and then I blacked out, but they don't think they do another class. Do they just jump to driver's ed after
Right
that?
to driver's training.
Okay.
Right to driver's training. Don't even know what fucking class that was.
I also had the note of wait, driver's ed is a class? What kind of school is this? I thought that was like an after school kind of thing. Just
Not
a
a
main
academy.
class.
It's a class you can sign up for. Because she said, "Oh, I signed up for this because I want to drive."
So we're about to get the best. Here's the thing: this movie is very inconsistent with many things, except for this racist caricature of a Chinese man. This is the only thing, and we'll get to it. But she basically fails immediately. He gets in the driver's seat, cuts his emergency brake, and then goes on what I can only assume is the best driving music that is ever had. And we really get it hard because there's another musical ska sting. And the Chinese driver man, the teacher, is truly throwing up and vomiting, and then when he gets out of the car, he actually has vomit on his chin and his clothes, and it's the only consistent thing in this entire fucking movie. Good on them.
And I have to say, the teacher's in the right.
Yeah,
Hillary
absolutely.
Duff should not have passed. She hit so many
100%.
people.
My
Frankie Muniz should
note-
not have passed.
My note was literally, holy fucking shit, stereotypical Asian teacher. What the fuck is this movie doing?
Can't even they're even making him have a bad Chinese accent.
Yes,
and that might just be this man. And if it is, I 100% apologize if he was just an extra they pulled in on that day that didn't have a great grasp of the English language. But if this is him doing a bit, it's so racist, man.
So
it's so racist.
Mr. Yip.
Yep. That's the bad name too.
Worse.
Sang Chang,
Yeah.
who is known for 2012, Romeo Must Die, Agent Cody Banks, and Shanghai Noon, where he plays Pei Pei's father.
Okay, so it's very possible.
Yeah,
It's
he
very
might.
possible.
Which honestly makes it kind of worse because that means they just pulled him because he doesn't have the best accent.
Yeah. So it's bad all the way around, but that's fine.
So but he does the fucking putting the car on the fucking rail to then go on two wheels.
I do like how
which
the hubcap
also-
falls off.
Which I also had the note of he brakes and the car stops, and I'm like, you're on two wheels, you're also steering in the like you see the car about to flip, because it should flip the way you are steering and braking on two wheels. It should not fall flat again.
Mhm.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter because the other agents come in and they're just like, he's getting a license. End of story.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Which also, I know they were putting him in every class,
God.
but they could have just not put him in this voluntary class and said that he already had a license.
Yes, they could have. They could have printed him a license.
But then he'd miss opportunities to connect with his target.
Yeah, which he does connect. She has a great time until her friends tell her that she didn't.
Yeah, until her friends tell her she
love
was.
it, right?
She's a victim.
In danger.
This is where his handler comes in and be like, you need to work better at this. And he goes like, listen, I'm working, give me time. And then they're like, plus I have homework and chores and all this shit. And she goes, don't worry about that. We're handling all that for you, remember?
Yeah. Which that needed to be discussed immediately, because if this kid was a real thing, of course his homework would be done. We've all seen Venture Bros. We know what they would do.
Yeah. Exactly.
So while they're having that discussion, I want all of you listening to just put in your mind, they're fighting. Like, they're doing practice fighting.
Oh, yeah, they're sparring.
And and you may be saying, well, how does the scene end? Well, I'll tell you. She just smothers him with her tits, and then it just cuts to, all right, we're going to take care of all that stuff for you. And I went, Frankie Muniz had the day of his life. He just got a face full of something that he was not ready for.
We then jump cut to agents, like, seriously deep cleaning the house while they're having a conversation about, like, what he needs to do next, how he needs to do next. My favorite bit of this entire movie is he passes off the dog to, like, go for a walk to, like, talk to this person. The dog pisses on the dude's shoe. That's not the part I'm like about. Frankie Muniz hops out the back of the van. The guy says he pooped twice and tries to hand him the shit bags. And Frankie does not take the shit bag, takes the dog, and the guy tucks the shit bags into his inner jacket pocket. I died at this. Pooped twice is the best line in this entire fucking movie.
He pooped twice.
It wasn't even gone that long.
I was gone 5 minutes and the dog pooped twice. Holy shit.
But also, when he goes into the van, well, actually, first off, when the parents come home early and they talk to him, they tell him he'd make a great janitor because the house is so clean.
This doesn't work out. You make someone a great janitor.
I mean, hey, you gotta
says that
skill. Like,
it's like in Johnny Test when they realize how good Johnny is at sweeping.
Oh yeah, that's so true. The curling scholarship. Yep.
Like sometimes you just gotta. If you come home and your house is immaculate, you'd be like, "You're born to be a cleaner, kid. Go clean."
Also, how dare you invoke Johnny Test before I do, you fucking asshole. We are 5 lines away from me going on a tangent, you piece of shit. You absolute monster.
Took it right out from underneath you.
You fucking stole my valor, you fucking asshole.
Stolen valor. Talking about Johnny Test.
Anyway, yeah, that's how I have. You guys can talk about the next couple scenes. It's so stupid.
The last thing with that is after he talks with the van, you have the dog shit thing. There's they're all sardine in the van, and somebody farts, and I'm like, there's the capper. That's what we were missing.
Yeah, that's missing a '90s fart joke. Absolutely.
And the best part is that they want him to call her, which one never got her number.
Yeah.
Never once.
Never once. Got her number. Other than I looked it up in the phone book, real creepy. Like,
yeah, that's one word.
That.
2, Why are you making him do it now when there's going to be a bunch of people all sweaty, all going in the background? Like,
Yep.
What the fuck?
This next sequence of events, oh my god, I'm already
More
crying because I
segues!
just can't. Yeah,
More
the CIA
segues.
director. This is where he's just like, so you're not really a ladies' man, are you? He's like, well, no. He's like, well, why did you say you have multiple girlfriends?
Multiple girls.
I'm like, what the fuck what? And he's like, well, it's summer camp. Everyone just says whatever at summer camp. I mean,
Yep.
You know.
Correct.
Yeah. That's true. Kids, you exaggerate all the time.
You
Like,
embellish.
yeah. You don't know her. She's from Canada.
Exactly.
One moment, folks. I have a message from Paul. So anyway, they give him a like breakdown of how to talk to women, and it is some of the dumbest shit.
It is the worst breakdown ever.
I fucking lost it when there's a scientist who comes in and he has like an anatomy thing and he just holds up the boobs and I'm like,
these are a gift from God.
I wrote, this is so bad, and I was like, I don't remember why I wrote that. And then my next note is, why is this so horny? But this all makes sense. They bring in the psychologist, the general, who's all trying to give him motivation to talk to a woman.
Look,
see these. They just make you want to go, oh, thank God. And I went, who the fuck wrote this in the script?
If this movie was an adult movie, like an adult, this would have been the scene where they would have gotten him laid. So he could be confident.
This is my next note, Anthony. Thank you for this, for teaming me up. I was like, this movie was for Dad, right? This movie was for Dad. This is not a movie for me. This is a movie for Dad.
It's look at the sexy lady, Dad. And then for the little boys, there's Hillary Duff.
Yep.
So you can just start associating that when, and that's now Hillary Duff is gonna get even better when she's our age.
Yep.
Nobody gives them any good advice, and they use a hologram of a woman that, as is way too old for him anyway. What the fuck are we doing?
Old for him. Holy shit.
We want you to get a boner.
Way too horny. They make her so horny for him.
What do you got for me?
Yeah. We then jump cut to Frankie Muniz like doing something at school, and he does somehow save Hillary Duff, and then takes her to the nurse's office. And I don't know kind of how we got there, because again, I think I blacked out at the horny lady for no reason.
That hologram had no reason being there.
Why were her tits so out? This movie was for 12-year-olds.
They do that with every woman. I don't understand either.
No one wears a bra in this movie, apparently. Everyone's got push-up Victoria's Secret bras.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I don't understand.
It is when the movie was for 12-year-olds, Paul.
I wasn't 12 when it came out. I'll just say that.
This was for you, Paul. 2003. Sexy ladies. That's right. So
I was well in my 30s at that point.
Yeah, this was prime year movie then, Paul.
Oh,
so fucking stupid.
But Hillary Duff's character Natalie, she's just putting up a banner on like the school or whatever. I don't even know what the hell it's for, because it'll never get brought up.
It's what, homecoming? Maybe it's for her birthday. I don't
her birthday. My
know.
God,
it's fucking stupid.
But he ices her ankle and then brings up she did gymnastics, and he's like, "Oh, they never told me that." And immediately blows
real
his cover.
fucking smooth, Frankie.
Who's they?
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck. Yep.
Anyway, so your birthday.
No,
It could have been worse.
something.
At least he didn't do this. Hey, you guys forgot to tell me something, okay?
Yeah, right.
He'll do that later.
The next sequence of events is his handler with the big boobs knocks out the nurse, takes over as the nurse, and basically forces Hilary Duff to invite Frankie Muniz to her birthday party. Did I miss something? Again, I blacked out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, because Hilary Duff invites him already.
Yeah.
Yeah, she invited him, and then the handler comes in, and it's like, yeah, I already took care of it. And she's like, oh, we're never going to talk about this again. And I'm like, oh, like you should have just kept listening from the van another second, you fuck.
He was doing so well. His only competent moment.
Also, immediately I would revoke that invite.
Yeah.
If a random adult says, oh, it's almost your birthday. You have a birthday party? Invite him to your birthday party. I'd be like,
no.
Actually,
done.
No.
Actually, you know what? I uninvite you now. Actually, now that I think about it.
I cannot stress this enough. I'm about to go on a 5-minute tangent about a cartoon.
Shit.
But before we do that, one, we get ready for this party. He is in a tuxedo, and I'm pretty sure that's the Corvette that the big boobed lady lets him drive, but I don't know.
I think it is.
It's fine. He gets excited and knows how to drive, and he pulls up to this birthday party and is immediately scanning the guards because they got guns and they're inspecting his car. There's no fucking parking at this place. There's a Volkswagen Beetle, another car, something. There's no clear parking at fucking all, and there's definitely not a valet, even though there should have been.
My only real note when he gets to the party here is immediately when he gets through the gate, he immediately x-rays women and we see bra panties. And then they go, no, parental lock, we're going to blur all that. And I went, what the fuck are we doing, movie?
You had that the whole time.
The whole time.
So they just let Agent Cody Banks look at the
you let
agent's
him
tip
ogle his
just for the ha-ha.
Now, this is the birthday party. And here comes my tangent. But before my tangent, I have a pre-tangent.
I'm curious.
Right. This is the birthday party, right? And so we get there and everything is fine. We are 45 minutes into this fucking movie. Yep. We still have 45 fucking... The countdown timer on my Tubi app is like, oh no, you still got like 55 minutes. I was like, well, like 10 minutes, that's probably credits, so that's fine. But that still means 45 minutes. There's an episode of a cartoon that I mentioned at the beginning, and the cartoon is Johnny Test's Canadian-American cartoon that I hold near and dear to my heart. They did an episode like this, and they did the whole fucking story in 13 minutes, and I am at minute 45. Now, I'm going to run you guys through that episode. It won't take 30 minutes. There are two secret agents known in Johnny Test. There's Agent Black, who's a white man, and an Agent White, who's a black man. It's funny, haha. They need Johnny's help with his talking dog, Dookie, yes, Dookie, to be secret agents because they need to infiltrate the evil mastermind's lair because they think that the evil mastermind is building missiles made of bentonite in his secret facility that is also located apparently at his house, which is also in this movie. Johnny and Dookie are like, yeah, we'll do that because we want super spy gadgets. Plus, his daughter's kind of hot. Not really, but it's a cartoon, so it's fine. So they do the exact same plot and get him into into the same boarding school as the bad guy's daughter, just like this. But instead of doing all the stupid bullshit of flirting with this girl, Agent White gives Johnny his best pickup line, which is the most infuriating thing that I cannot remember. And then he goes on like a 2-second tangent about how he's a stupid idiot. Like Johnny himself is like talking out loud because Agent White is in his ear. She thinks it's funny and invites him to her birthday party. So now he's at the birthday party and it's going into the evil man's lair, only to realize that bentonite is technically what cat litter is made of. And in fact, the bad guy isn't bad. He only wears an eye patch because his cat Floof scratched him. And it turns out, which makes a better fucking movie, that the daughter is actually the one that is the bad guy because she's upset because the dad spends all his time at work and is ignoring her. And in the long run, Johnny Test discovers that makes everything okay because he gets the dad to spend more time with the daughter, and then like the daughter wants to date Johnny Test after, but because the dad's being a good dad now, she won't let him date anyone, especially not Johnny Test because he's a trained secret agent. That's the whole fucking episode. 13 glorious minutes of that, and instead I got 45 minutes left of this shit. Okay? That's fucking dumb.
See, it sounds like he would have rather watched Prom Night with us there.
Oh God.
That's my tangent. Is like there's a whole episode of Johnny Test that did this in 13 minutes.
So going back to Agent Cody Banks.
Yep, sorry.
We have to.
Yeah, do we have to?
Kid gambling, because they have a blackjack table and a roulette table.
They have a roulette table.
Just like when he first walks in, I'm like, is that a fucking blackjack table with chips? What the fuck? And then there's a roulette, and I'm like, teenagers just gambling?
This is my favorite scene in the whole movie.
To be honest, though, because I do remember watching this movie, I half expected a baccarat table. You know that Banks, Cody Banks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's the thing. I would have been fine with that. 100% would if they would have leaned into the James Bondiness of it. But instead, they give us a roulette table. And I, as a man who's going to be 36 this year, have no fucking clue how to play roulette. There's no way in hell.
Put a ball on a number. Put a ball on a number and hope it lands. And
yeah, I just fucking wild.
I could talk you through it.
Oh, yeah.
The odds of roulette are like the odds of crap stuff. They suck.
Yeah.
Really. Only stupid people play those games. Really.
There's a grid, and there's each of the numbers, which you don't ever bet on just numbers. You can also bet on like the first third, this middle third.
Yeah, or just the color, the black or the red.
Oh, God, give me a headache.
Oh yeah, there's like 40 things you can bet on specifically.
Yeah, but like if you pick the symbol like the black or the red, it's only a 2-for-1.
So
basically, you double your money. You know?
Sure. Here's what I would have accepted for this scene, right? They're shooting craps. And he holds the dice for her to blow on, and then they win. I'm fine with that because it's kind of a call-y thing to like James Bond. I'm not fine with a large bald man getting upset that a 12-year-old bested him at a game of luck on a roulette table.
That is my favorite thing when the fucking Emotep loses on
I need to shoot this kid
on a number bet. He loses, which he would have lost regardless. And then
tells him it's not real money.
Huge. Yeah, it's not even real money. He's like, "Fuck this kid."
I was waiting for him to pull out a gun, and I was just like, he's giving him the look like he's gonna shoot this kid.
Yeah, I mean, think that through. An adult male is playing craps with teenagers.
Yeah.
Or playing roulette with teenagers.
For fake money.
Then he wants to beat the shit out of him because he lost the bet. Okay, we're not. How many felonies can we commit in 5 minutes of film? You know?
God.
Stupid. So this is where Cody also looks over the side, And for a supposed secret lab that's working on things, it's not very fucking secret because they got everything it's in the backside lawn. And they have everyone drive from the boat to their dock and move cargo. And it's like, that's also a lot of explosive tanks being lowered on a secret elevator in the middle of
Wouldn't you, if you're the dad, I know that the bad guys said you had 10 days. So he had to, do it on the day. Wouldn't you delay the birthday party by a day?
You would think.
No, it sounds like, because remember, the daughter was a spoiled bitch, okay? You want to tell her you're going to delay her birthday party by so much as an hour?
That's a fair point.
So Cody gets in, he cuts into a vent, he gets into the base, and this is where they learn the bad guys' plan, which is they're gonna use the nanites to apparently eat guidance system out of America's missiles.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
that's
I went,
plot twist for you.
But also
really
it would eat the missile. Like, these animals are shown to devour metal, not glass.
But my biggest issue, my issue is not that. My issue is Doc Connors then being like, oh, you're evil? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It took you this long to realize they're evil.
You mean the man with the Cyclops for a fucking henchman, whose introductory scene shows him stabbing a baby seal.
Yeah.
Is a bad guy?
Do you mean the dude with stitches across his throat and a fucking burnt eye and pinstripe hair? You didn't realize he's evil?
Well, it's based on real life, right? Because you know what happened to the missiles that that got the guidance system eaten out of them? They all got sent to North Korea. Those are the ones that
Oh, god damn it. Oh. So Cody Banks he has to go into the facility, he has to get nanites to bring back so they can analyze it, figure out how they can try to neutralize, blah, blah, blah. And he just has sticky shoes? Like, what kind of fucking suction cup shoes are these? They look...
Oh, dumbest fucking shoes. They got a pocket in the back.
Yeah. Also, I would love to see the logistics of someone trying to walk upside down with suction cup shoes.
Tom Hanks did it.
Yeah, well... realistically, your feet aren't going to stay in those shoes. Really.
Exactly.
No, they're not.
Shut up with your logic, Paul.
They are tennis shoes. I didn't even think about that.
The first time you flex to try to move your foot, it's just coming right out. It's just,
Then you're going to have two shoes on the ceiling.
I need to say something real quick that I've never actually thought about that, Paul, until you just said it right now, and now it's really pissing me off. I'm just like, no, actually, you just fall out of your fucking shoes. You're not like strapped in by your ankles or anything. You're just gonna, 4 little laces are really gonna keep you in place, huh? Jesus Christ.
So,
fuck me.
So they knew that the nanites could do what they did, but he had takes the little ice that the nanites are frozen in. He puts it in the shoe compartment. Not even 2 seconds later, it's like, oh no, the ice is melting. They're eating my shoe. And I was like,
oh shit.
Did no one fucking double check that it would keep the ice not melting? What is this plot?
Get a sample if you can of the very heat sensitive things and put it in your shoe. You're like one of your hottest parts of your body.
What are we doing here, movie?
Yeah.
But somehow it doesn't eat his foot. Like, he does manage to get away, and I just stopped questioning at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he throws the shoe in his car, and then the bullies come back, because that bully plot point's still there, and they still don't like him.
For no reason.
And then he decides to beat up the bullies. Like,
for no reason.
No, there's a reason. Remember, because bullies always pick on the smallest guy, and Frankie Moon has always been a small guy. So,
Fair. That's fair. Stupid. I don't know. I blacked off somewhere from here. It said he did Mission Impossible car.
Yeah, basically.
Blew his cover because he fought.
Yeah, so which comes up in the literal next scene is about how he blows cover, but after he fights, when he goes back to the car, Foley says this, those moves are straight out of the CIA handbook. He must be an agent. And I went, I'm sorry. You saw someone do like some basic like ninjutsu or what, like just karate.
Yeah.
Like he could have taken a karate class and known how to kick somebody.
He could have been autistic and just like the CIA.
No, and also, how'd you get a CIA handbook? I'm pretty sure they don't. Could you just get one off the internet?
You just check that out, you know.
Right. Library.
God damn it, man.
But you're right though. Cody's only response could have been, "Hey, I took up classes and I watched The Karate Kid a lot." Okay.
No. He blew his cover, and then he's talking to his handler. And he's like, "You stay away from her." He's like, "I didn't ever want this. Like, I filled out like I subscribed to a few spy magazines, and I filled out the bag. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You got like Popular Mechanics, and they're recruiting from the CIA from that?
Apparently,
He made the mistake in the early days of the internet, posting that he liked Moonraker.
Yeah, right. Moonraker. Fucking wild Paul.
Clearly, only children who are geniuses know how to use the computer.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, also, it must have been a real slow news week because he's the front headline news is that he beat up his bullies. I'm like,
It's in the school newspaper
Of all Seattle, he's what's there.
Yeah, and like, so you had a photographer at your birthday party who was ready to take all those pictures, who sent it and got it published all within 12 hours.
Yep.
And saw a kid beat up bullies and went, "What are they teaching in that school? I don't know. Who says he got it from the school? What are we even talking about?"
Hey, it's a private school, you know, whatever. You know.
Hey,
Exactly.
you know,
Like, even if they were, it's a private school. They could teach them fucking anything.
It's pretty fair. But this is where, he gets told he has to stay away from her, starts an argument. But then it doesn't even matter because Natalie shows up to his house anyway. Like, she stalked him and was like, "Hey, this is where you live, right? I wanted to come say hi."
Not a very good secret agent. If it's readily available, you can find out where he lives.
Also, that means he didn't use a secret name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just went as Cody Banks.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they didn't even give him a spy name.
Nope. Also, they go for pistachio ice cream, and I had to sit there for a minute and like, are there any like young teenagers who would literally go like, "Pistachio ice cream's my favorite"? You might be the only two, because I definitely did not at that age.
This is yet another
pistachio.
This is yet another Johnny Test subplot. Johnny Test and Dookie really like mint chocolate chip ice cream, and
So
I
that would
also
make
really
sense.
like mint chocolate chip ice cream. But pistachio ice cream is a wild pull for a 13-year-old.
15.
I've liked it
he
since I was a
clarifies
kid.
he's
I've liked it
15.
since I was a kid, but I'm not a normal kid, so
Yeah, you are kind of nutty there, Paul. It's fine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll show you, nutty. Come in. Yeah.
So, but they enjoy this ice cream until the bad guys show up, because they also were able to track him down.
Yeah, they were also able to track him down.
And kidnap Natalie. They knock out Cody, and then
But
Cody
wait.
gets.
How does Cody recognize it's the bad guy?
Oh, because they don't fucking hide it. He just looks up to pinstriped hair man with his slit throat fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he wears a special ring.
Oh yeah,
But
the
also-
ring. That
So
gives.
fucking dumb.
But like, also, if you're gonna kidnap a child, not saying you should kidnap children, bad idea.
Can't
Don't do
use a
that.
disguise. Can't wear a hat.
Send-
Nothing.
Send someone who looks halfway decent, who's not scary looking. Do what the CIA agent did. Send a big-titted woman. They'll come.
Hey, it worked for the CIA, you know. But because this happens, I hated this so much When he wakes up, they immediately blame Cody for her being kidnapped. And they're like, we told you to stay away. And I'm like, you've been surveying, like, you've been watching his house. You know she went to him, right? Like, he did not go out of his way. He followed orders to not. But you're still blaming him.
She went into my house. I had to get rid of her from my parents.
What do you mean?
I'm not the bad guy here.
And then his parents also ground him, which is where the money comes back now. Because the little brother, he tells his brother he's an operator because he was fucking with the stuff they gave him. Which also, they, like, decommissioned him as an agent, but they didn't take any of the spy stuff back. They just let
Honestly,
him
that's
keep
probably the most
everything.
realistic part of this movie.
Yeah.
That's the government for you right there.
Yeah, they just leave the shit laying around, you know.
Yep.
So, but his communicator pulls up.
I'm only half in the camera. I gotta move my shit. Okay.
But his little thing pulls up coordinates. And I guess because he's a genius, he just immediately knows it's the Cascade Mountains.
Which
like,
is a
that was just
wild
longitude
fucking
latitude.
pull. That's all it was.
There was nothing to give you any sign. He tries to call the CIA, but they don't accept his call because he's not an agent anymore. It's a whole thing.
They're also closed. Don't worry, they'll be closed.
I fucking
Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid.
He gives that $5,000 they gave him to his little brother to cover for him.
Fucking.
That was like wild. You gave him all of that. You didn't keep
Everything.
Cover for me.
Everything.
What's in it for me?
How about I make you
$5,000.
rich?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Honestly, I do a lot for $5,000.
Yeah, but then little brother would have to explain to his parents, where'd you get all the money? Cody gave it to me. Okay, well.
Yeah, it's gonna raise more questions. But, so he sneaks out. He goes to CIA headquarters. He's gonna get what he needs because they won't let him do whatever. But he's gonna help. And we get the fucking security guard from earlier who just goes, "Oh no, you don't need to show me a badge or anything. I already got yelled at.
Good.
You're allowed in. Go ahead."
Go.
Well, first you were great at your job. Now you're pretty fucking bad at your job.
I mean, here's the thing. He did get yelled at for stopping him, the most important kid in America.
Here's the thing. Is there no one who sends out a memo of like, hey, this person's no longer an agent. Don't let them in the building. No communication to your security there?
Well, again, Jared,
even in real life, that information would take a while to filter down to everybody.
It's a Friday at 5 o'clock. They were closed.
Yeah.
They were closed.
Wild.
Memo's gonna be sent out Monday. They weren't expecting to break in and steal everything, including.
I guarantee you, IT didn't touch that shit till Monday morning. No. Okay.
Yeah. And he stole everything and a jet snowboard, where he goes all the way to the top of the hill to go down the hill, which made no goddamn sense to me, considering, and here's a fun fact, the base itself is yet again at the top of the hill.
Yes. Yeah, he steals a jet-powered... They were using it as a surfboard, which is why I'm more inclined to believe this was supposed to take place in Hawaii. But they make it a snowboard instead.
Hell yeah.
Like the problem is, they're like,
God.
all right, we shot a scene in a snowy mountain. Where are we going to put this villain where there's a snowy mountain? Shit. Seattle. That's got the Cascades.
So, Anthony, I'm pretty sure you would know this movie. I'm not. Paul might too, but I don't know if Maverick would. Do you remember the Vin Diesel movie that came out literally the year before this? Yeah. I'm starting to see why they did certain things in this movie. Like the extreme snowboard down a mountain.
Yeah.
Triple X came out the year before.
Put it in post.
Small side, I had an issue with Triple X because I grew up in Sacramento in that area, right? And they're supposed to be at the governor's mansion, and then 3 minutes later he's crossing the Yuba Bridge, which is a span bridge. But it is not 5 minutes from the governor's mansion by any stretch of the means. And I'm like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. You know, that's like if you watch 24 and somehow fucking Jack Bauer crosses LA in 10 minutes or less. I'm like, that never happens. Okay.
For some reason, it just clicked in my brain when we get to this thing with the snowboarding, and I started thinking back to like his skateboarding, the snowboarding now, like. And I had to like double check myself. Yeah, no, Triple X came out the year before. This makes so much more sense what they were doing here.
When the movie was being filmed, which means they totally could. Yeah, they took Spy Kids and Triple. Even the big-titted ladies. Things I do for my country.
Yes, that's why it started to click for me. I'm like, wait a minute, this is just Triple X
okay,
for kids.
I will say that of the three that we just talked about, Spy Kids was the worst. Okay.
Oh. Well, it was after your time, Paul. So you.
No, Spy Kids was bad. Okay. And
it
only got worse from there after.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Might be fighting words.
He then crashes the snowboard
immediately,
and then is immediately rescued by who I have noted now as Boobs Galore, because I did not actually write down her name. And she says, "What do you think that we only have low jack on some of our things? Man, you could have just said GPS. You didn't need to say low jack."
No. Because back when this movie was made, GPS wasn't really a thing. But low jack was.
Well, jack you.
And then, go ahead.
I just have one note. When he is snowboarding down, there's a moment where he flips. And my immediate note was, oh no, now you're definitely dead, because you were just going like 80 miles an hour and then landed on your back, and I saw you crumple backwards. You are crippled.
I got 2 words for you. I got 2 words for you. Sonny Bono.
Fair.
Like, I saw that and I was like, he didn't get back up after that. There's broken things there.
What we get after this is the most buck wild 2 minutes and worst CGI that I have ever seen. She flies in a helipad copter personal aviation device in the worst CG ever. Somehow lands inconspicuously next to the hangar door. As the hangar door is closing, they jump through the door and then hide behind the biggest rock ever that should be nowhere near this hangar. How you gonna have a blind spot in your secret evil lair? That's just a big ass. And also, how can you not have a camera on that when you have a camera constantly pointed at a 13-year-old girl later on?
We'll get to that.
This is my rock. But you skipped one important part about.
I didn't.
What's that?
I didn't. It's not important.
Where Frankie Muniz, Agent Cody Banks, is told to hop on with the girl, and he tries to go face first into tits,
and she turns him around. You're right. That is a very important.
Very important.
I apologize, Anthony.
Why?
Yes. Fucking
because that was
horny movie
the whole time up to there. Like when she fake fought, like when they did their fighting, and that's how she took him out.
Not now. People are watching. We're on camera.
God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is where we find that this place is a giant facility for nanobots, and it's cold in the mountains, and so it's great.
With his handler's suit and just how some of the things in this lab are set up, my only note was, this makes me want to watch a better movie called Austin Powers, because this looks like an Austin Powers secret lab.
It does.
And now I don't want to finish this movie.
Now, this is where Agent Cody Banks finds the girl whose name I forget. I'm going to call her Valerie. It's probably not Valerie.
You mean Natalie, the daughter?
Thank you, Natalie. I knew it was an Ali, but I wasn't sure which Ali it was. Why is she in other clothing, and why is this the clothing that you provided this 13-year-old girl to wear in the mountains where it's cold? Why is she in fake black leather? Why is in tight black leather as a and this is what you as the bad guy provided this 13-year-old tight black leather
Well, he's the
clothing.
bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to get her.
She's in a
scantily
tank
clothed.
top for Christ's sake.
We have to get her a tank top so she doesn't go out in the cold.
Maybe they were gonna fly her out to an island later. I mean, you know, just saying. Yeah.
I hate this entire sequence scene here.
Yeah.
Where Cody walks in. He knows there's a camera above the door. So at first he's talking to her from the door. And then he goes, and he jumps over the bed and hides behind her. And immediately you get the bad guy like, oh, hey, look at that. What was that?
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's that agent kid.
And she
Yeah, I
goes,
got him on
you're
camera."
not going to propose to me, are you? And he's like, no, shut the fuck up. I'm a secret agent, you dumb bitch.
There's a camera around. But, you know, I did love that where it's just the villain's watching him on the camera like...
I hate it so much because then after like a 5-minute conversation, he pulls her back to the door and he's like, there, now we're off camera. And I'm like, you ran into fucking camera for
You have
no
been seen.
reason. You gave yourself away for no reason.
It didn't go so well.
Group 5 to Yellow Sector.
Boss. Take a look at this.
5 to Yellow Sector. 0.
It's that kid again. Go get him.
So it's here we learn that the dad's not working fast enough. And in order to make him work faster, they're going to torture his daughter. They bring her to a holding lab and strap her in and then take out one of the nano ice cubes and like are going to threaten her.
They don't even strap her. They just like hold her arms and they're like, hold her still.
And this is why I think Ian McShane is a great bad guy. She says, and I quote, "Where is my dad?" And his response, "I'm not going to tell you." It's so good.
I love the whole time.
Good.
Every time someone's clearly sets him up for the James Bond monologue, where he's like,
no. I'm just not. No, I'm not going to do a monologue. I'm just like, I'm not going to tell you. As he walks through the fucking door.
Love that suit. No place for a gun in there, eh?
Where is my dad?
I'm not going to tell you.
Yep, that's why going back to James Bond, Goldfinger is my favorite James Bond movie because Eric Goldfinger does not monologue.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? What do you want? I don't want to know nothing. I want you to die. That was it.
That's this man, and it's so good.
And in a couple of minutes, when Cody Banks says, "Let her go, or I'm going to blow up this space," and the Ian McShane's like, "No, blow it up."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's so good. It's so good.
So, we've mentioned this so many times. This movie is just unnecessarily horny.
Yes.
Even Dr. Binkman here makes a comment when he looks at the handler at her like tight suit, and he goes, "Oh, I like your suit. Can't hide any weapons in that, can you?" And I was like,
"That's so fucking
why are we
wild.
making comments?"
The other thing they could have done was, "Baby, it's cold outside." You know why they know that? You know?
Yeah.
You know, the worst part, she makes me, I think, even more mad with her outfit here because it's just, again, like, not fully zipped up, and I'm like, yes, gotta show the cleavage, even if it means fucking freezing to death. Why not?
Could you imagine frostbite on your nipple?
Oh, God.
No. Turkey's done. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Just give me some tape.
I have here, like, the torture that he's doing is fantastic. Like, putting the ice on her skin and letting it melt. I thought it was so funny. He's such a good bad guy.
So I had a question with that.
Yep.
Because when it melts in his shoe earlier, the nanites, like, immediately eat his shoe.
Yeah.
But the ice is just melting on her face, and not a single nanite comes out.
No, I don't think we
There's-
have. It hasn't melted quite enough yet because it's so cold in there.
But
It's so cold in there.
and also his hands also was melting the ice.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I'm holding it against her skin. Yeah, you're squeezing it too. You're also putting your fingers at risk.
Listen,
Like,
it doesn't
He
matter.
does not
It
give a
doesn't matter.
shit.
So
Yeah,
I will
doesn't matter.
say there's a great part coming up, and when we get to like the climax of the bad guy, I do want to call back to something. So when we get there, let me know.
By the way, Ian McShane always plays a great bad guy. Have you ever watched him in
Yes,
in
yes, he does.
I can't think of the name of the HBO show that he was in, where he was the Western, where he was, you know.
Yes,
Oh,
I know exactly
West,
what you're talking about.
Westworld, was he in that one?
No, it was
No,
the
no,
other one.
no.
But yeah,
Okay, he's not that.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. He's also Blackbeard, which
Deadwood.
is
Deadwood.
Deadwood.
There
Yeah,
we
he
go.
was
There we go.
awesome in Deadwood.
he's a great Blackbeard in the one Pirates movie we don't.
Yeah.
talk about. So
I also I liked him in. He played Odin in American Gods, and he did really well
he
with
did
that.
play Odin in American Gods. You're right.
See,
Yeah.
one of my
He just
favorite roles
does
of him
well if you
is
give him the right stuff.
Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
I fucking forgot he was Tai Lung.
The only movie I could definitely say there was no way he could have saved it was the remake Hellboy, when they made him the father character.
Yep.
As much as I love him, that movie
He's the
has so many
dad?
issues. Yeah, he plays his father in that one, and at the end they do the terrible CGI'd I'm a ghosty ectoplasm body thing, son.
It's
and
hard
it
to
just
beat
ruined
John
it for
Hurt.
me.
So
It's so hard to beat John Hurt. John Hurt.
So at this point, Cody sets off the explosives in the base. Everyone gets free. They do they throw it or kick it? Either
What?
way, the nanite ice gets thrown into Brinkman's face, and he
he
swallows
he
it.
shoves it.
Shoves
Hillary
it.
Duff
Okay, I thought
shoves it in
so.
his
I
mouth.
thought so.
This is where I
Yeah.
want to get my call back. The first time we are introduced to any kind of ice is at the beginning of the movie when Keith Davies is handed a cup of ice and he digs the ice out with his hand and be like, I don't know where that ice had been. It could be in the freezer and have a bunch of junk in it. It is such good foreshadowing for such a shitty movie that has no payoff.
Honestly, I thought it was going to come back where it did end up going to the USA,
Yeah.
but Keith David was like, I don't want this fucking ice. Where this ice
Yep.
fucking come from? Send it back. I was expecting that the entire time after when they're like,
And,
it's the ice.
The ice melts in his mouth and he disintegrates for some reason.
They eat him. It's
They
so
eat him
the
from the
nanites
inside
start
out.
eating him, and Foley has the whatever the hell programmer thing, and even Doc Connors is like, you're not gonna stop them. Like
My
they're already
favorite
programmed.
part is like the minion is trying to reprogram it and the signal is turned slightly away and he turns the responder so it faces him.
Yeah.
It's such a good fucking bit. I laughed so fucking hard at that. Like it's gonna do a damn thing.
And then Cody and Foley fight, and he punches him down, and there's just explosions, and you're just like, okay, well they're both dead, and they move on. Fun fact, he's not. But anyway, so the nanites start melting everywhere. They start eating the facility. Also, I just want to question. There is a point when they're showing the facility getting eaten and whatever. There are support structure beams that just explode for no reason, and I went, did they build this with fucking C4? Why are the support structures exploding?
Why is everything going off for no reason?
Well, if it's like a Bond villain, they had they had self-destruct stuff built into the system. So
I would hope so. 'Cause there's things exploding that shouldn't be exploding.
Also, it is established that it can't eat glass. They established that way early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're eating glass.
They're eating everything.
Make glass walls. Magneto this shit.
No.
Yeah.
This is 100% where I gave up on watching this movie and started skipping at 10-minute or 10-second intervals to see if anything happened. To see if anything happened. So
10 seconds is more forgiving than 10-minute intervals.
I just was like, skip. Nothing. Skip. Nothing. Skip.
That's like reading the Hobbit.
Yeah.
And they opened the door to Grand Hills, and every grass, was green and flowing, and you're like, okay, let's go. Action. Trees. Okay, yeah. A rock. Okay, got it. Oh, wait.
All right, back to the doors.
Oh, the ancestry of the rock now. All right, well, let's get past that. But yeah, at
Who
this
the fuck
point,
is C.S. Lewis? Why is he in here?
They run to the chopper and they try to open the door, but the door won't open. So then Cody jumps off and he throws the nanites at the door, so they'll eat the door. And I guess there's no splashback to the chopper directly behind where he's throwing the ice. So they only eat the hangar door.
And then how far are these things going to eat? You've put it to the outside now. Is it going to continue to start to eat the mountain?
Does it eat the mountain? Because they seem to eat rock and metal at this point. I don't know who.
Are we doing G.I. Joe?
I was just thinking about that. It had to be because remember it was cold. Remember, so at some point it's going to be too cold for them to continue. So
that's smart.
Sad that they all get out and everyone's safe. But then, oh no, Foley's not dead, and he comes out and him and Cody fight.
You ruined my hair.
You fucking ruined my hair. It's just singed at one little tiny spot.
I'll be honest. I didn't notice how weird his hair was beforehand. So when I'm like,
did you
when he came, because I was like, oh, he was immediately.
See, I would have expected that more from Hillary Duff's character when she got kidnapped.
and like when he's like, you ruined my hair, I'm like, it looks the same.
Yeah, exactly. But they fight and this fucking thing. So Cody just puts him on the hovercraft pack thing, straps him in, and sends it back to the CIA headquarters because apparently it has autopilot buttons, and he just tells it home.
And I want to think about that. Okay, if they had that, why did what'd you call her? Boobs? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
why did she chase after him? Why didn't they just hit that and he's on it and all of a sudden he can't control it and it drags him back to headquarters and they go, we want our shit back, man.
Yeah. Why not just
maybe
send her in there like jetpack joyride style through the walls, grab Hillary Duff, hit the button, go back.
Well, if Cody hadn't been a fucking idiot and gotten in front of the cameras, could have avoided this whole sequence of end of finale here. But then movie wouldn't be able to movie, I guess. But they escape, facility explodes, and now we just get the ending of the movie, which is Cody's made a full operative. Foley gets rolled in and what I can only describe as like a metal BDSM fucking holding thing. Like, what the hell was this?
Like they had plans for a second one, but that didn't quite fall through because he clearly didn't want to do anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's locked away, says he's going to get revenge. But as Maverick's pointing out, even I didn't think he came back in the sequel, so...
From looking at the cast list of Agent Cody Banks 2 Destination London, he does not.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, he gets made a full agent. The lead operator tells him he can get one favor, anything he wants at all. And he's just like, any favor? I know what to do. I'll waste my one favor from the CIA to get my girlfriend her license, even though she can't drive to save her fucking life.
Which is so funny. It's like, yeah, anything I want from the U.S. government.
And that tells you how a horny teenager thinks, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
He doesn't even take credit for it. She's like, I can't believe I passed.
Yeah, she gets her license. They drive out to an actual date, and then the movie ends with him getting called, and then them being like, "Nah, we're busy," and then credits.
Which, I don't know if you caught this. I don't know if Mike caught this. But that fucking ring is the same thing from Austin Powers.
Yes.
It's the same fucking ring.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You can't just do that specific ring. You know what you're doing.
You can.
Also, when he knocks, like, because she's hologramming up on, like, the phone thing, when Natalie knocks it off the back of the car, she screams like she's falling, and I'm like,
yeah,
you're a fucking hologram. You don't feel the fall.
Not how that works.
Well, what they did is they
Not how that
actually miniaturized her and turned her into a Cortana and
Not
sent
how
her
it works.
through.
Still not how that works, but that's fine.
We gotta go, Chief.
Jared, not to get off the subject, what is that behind your head?
Where behind
The
my
other
head? You gotta be
side.
specific.
The big.
Is that my greatest failure on your wall? The Pocky's, the one chip challenge?
Oh yeah, I still have one of those. The one that we didn't use, and that I just had as a reminder of that time you died on screen. You can find it on TikTok or YouTube. Well, not YouTube. YouTube moved it down because copyright stuff. But fun fact, TikTok doesn't give a fuck about any of that, as I've learned. So it's on TikTok now. You can go find it there. Where I turned it black and white, and the sound of silence comes in as you see him physically die.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Did you use the
originally it
original
was
or
on
the
YouTube,
disturbed
and then,
version? If you didn't
Oh,
use
it's
the
the
disturbed
original.
version, then
the
you go
original.
back and put the disturbed version in there.
I'll hold. I won't say any opinions on that. So, Agent Cody Banks.
Bad fucking movie.
Yeah,
What a
rose-colored
fucking
nostalgia
movie.
for us who grew up with it.
Fucking bad fucking movie.
Remembered it as good, and it was just overly fucking horny for so many boobs and so many things of people just getting shoved in boobs for no fucking reason.
It's very titillating.
All I gotta say is thank you that I wasn't the one who had to watch it. Yeah,
It was so wild.
You're so lucky.
This passed as entertainment at one point in time.
It did.
Apparently, in
What
the
a
sequel,
weird
they
time.
replaced Booze McKenzie with Anthony Anderson.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
why he's in it. Okay.
Right.
Yes, he's the new handler.
Well, his boobs are bigger, so or were. so.
Multiculturalism, Paul. Multiculturalism.
At least he's funny.
Well,
depends on the movie.
Yeah.
So
watched
so that's
Kangaroo
Agent
Jack,
Cody
right?
Banks.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
The whole plate.
Depends on the movie. Kiddos, it depends on
Well,
the movie.
and his cartoon was pretty funny too, though. I enjoyed. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So that's that movie. This has been What a Bad Taste, a bit of a crossover event. If you're watching this on YouTube, because there will be either the podcast platform version or YouTube will have a video version where we have stuff from the movie like we normally do Bad Taste. So regardless, like, comment, subscribe, leave us whatever you feel about this movie, if you remember it, things of that nature. And catch Bad Taste Season 5 premiere from when this comes out this coming Sunday. And go enjoy that on our YouTube, the Oddcast Network. So, other than that, follow us at OddcastN. We got oddcastmedia@gmail.com. Stay happy. Anything else anyone would like to add in the end here?
No, I might have more next week. But for now, I'm good.
If you want to watch a spy movie, just watch Kingsman.
Yeah, watch The Kingsman. Even The Kingsman is our movie or better.
At least that wouldn't be having horniness. At least that's aimed at adults and it's not fucking 13-year-olds. So, yeah, just watch that instead. Goodbye, everybody. Stay on.
Goodbye.
Bye.